Hi.
So hi Francesca.
Hi.
Nice to have you in Lisbon. And it's a
Thank
pleasure
you.
to meet you. And so let's start our conversation. When we think about cars, can we think somehow that it's a little bit look-alike working in the fashion industry? I mean, you specifically that work in interior design, work a lot with colors, with trends, with new materials. It's somehow a car a fashionable product?
I would say so. Yes, as you mentioned, whenever you talk about colors or material, you are necessarily linked with the fashion world, because also the car itself is a fashionable product. People buy the car not only to go from A to B, but also to somehow represent themselves through the car, in the same way that the fashion is also a way to represent yourself, no? So surely, and above all, I will say my job, as you said, really focusing on materials and colors is very, very linked to fashion. It's very linked to fashion.
How creative do you find the industry nowadays? I mean, specifically in your field in interior design. I mean, we hear about new materials, sustainable materials, electrical cars. How creative is it? One of the most exciting moments to work on this industry.
I will say so. I will say that is one of the most exciting moments, really, to work in the industry, because everything is challenging, and you have to be a little bit disruptive, okay? Disruptive with respect to the past, and somehow being disruptive means also putting in place some new elements or creating new pillars to build the future. So this obviously is very challenging, and you are also creating something new without having the reassurance of the past somehow. In the case of CUPRA, this is even stronger, because even the brand is new, okay, is relatively new. So we could at the time also start with a white canvas in order to create some codes that then are kind of given for established.
Impulso. Uma força elétrica que nos leva a fazer o que sentimos. CUPRA Born. 100% elétrico. 100% emoções. Agora a partir de 399 € por mês.
Yes, the sustainability is a big issue, as you mentioned already. Big issue as big opportunity, and I think one good way to analyze that, because now everyone is talking about sustainability, is a necessity. On the other side, sustainability, you cannot explain it in one way only. It depends what glasses you put on to analyze how to approach sustainability, because there are many. And what I think is that sustainability, it could really offer an opportunity to investigate into a new way to create authenticity, to identify authenticity. Because I tell you, above all from the perspective of the automotive world, authenticity in the past was considered a material is authentic when you have a noble material inside the car. So you have real metal, no? You have real leather, and everything is linked to authenticity with the original. Yes, with the truth of the material itself. But then it's interesting because also plastic could be authentic if you show it for what it is. And I think now with the topic of sustainability and the recyclability topics, we know the plastic is a mandatory element to place it in the car because of several reasons, also about construction. But for me, it's challenging when you manage to create a piece that you don't need to cover because it's ugly, but actually you dignifying the plastic by the use of design like a parametric design that can give a lot of value to the piece itself, to the plastic itself, or you're using a completely recycled material or bio-based material. In this case, this piece can become very interesting, very desirable also.
It was a pleasure. I would stay here with you talking a lot, much more. It was a really pleasure, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You. Have a good day.
Have a good day.